word from the Lord for you for this morning. Our Bible study comes from, or our devotion comes from Ezekiel chapter 38. And here the Lord is giving this vision to Ezekiel about some future events and some things that are going to happen. And he says, the word of the Lord came to me, Ezekiel says, Son of man, set your face against Gog, G-O-G, of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Prophesy against him and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Historians say that there was a historian 5 centuries before Christ. His name was Herodotus. And then at the time of Christ and a little after, there was Josephus and Pliny. And they said that this land of Magog was actually the ancient Scythians were from this area. And it was north of the Black Sea and north of the Caspian Sea. And today, that is the area of Russia. And we're told here, you know, if you were to read this, if I were to read this in modern language, I would say, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, set your face against the leader of Russia. Because the word Gog is actually a title. It means prince or president or czar. And if I were to say this, I'd say, Son of man, set your face against Vladimir Putin. Of the land of Russia, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Meshach, Bible scholars say, is the area of Moscow, and Tubal is the area of Tobolsk, which is east of Russia. Prophesy against him, against Putin, against the leader of Russia, and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Putin, chief prince of Moscow and Tobolsk. And I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaw and bring you out with your whole army. And I'm going to lead you down. God says, I'm going to bring them. He's going to put a hook in his jaw. And the leader of Russia is thinking that he is going to come and take plunder. He is going to come and destroy Israel. But God says, I'm the one who's behind this. I am going to bring you down here so that my glory can be seen when I fight against you. Israel it's about the size of New Jersey. You know, I mean, it's a small nation. And Russia is going to come to overwhelm it. And there are mentioned here others who are going to be with Russia. We're told that Persia, Cush, Put, and others. And there are some versions of the Bible that tell us who those are exactly. Persia is the ancient name for Iran. In 1935, Iran's name was Persia. And today we have this alliance between Russia and Iran that's never existed before. So when you're looking at what the Lord is saying, he's saying, there's going to be this coalition, and it's going to start with Russia, and it's going to include Iran, and it's going to include a few others, Turkey being one. And these nations are going to come down against little Israel to destroy her. But what God says, he says, I'm the one behind this. I am the one who's going to put the hook in the jaw and bring these nations, bring Russia down, so that I can be glorified. Remember when at the Red Sea, when Pharaoh chased Israel and God opened up the Red Sea. Israel went through, God's people went through, and there Pharaoh and his army, they were destroyed. And God got the glory, and God's people sang and they danced for the glory of the Lord. That's exactly what's going to happen here when Russia comes down against Israel. He says, I will execute judgment on him with plague and I will pour down torrents of rain, hailstones, burning sulfur on him. This is God doing supernatural things to destroy these nations who are coming against his people. And so I will show my greatness and my holiness, and I will make myself known in the sight of many nations. Then they will know that I am the Lord. This is incredible, what God is going to do here in the end times as he reveals himself in power and glory. Many people believe that this is the Battle of Armageddon, the final battle, that the Lord is going to bring Russia down, is going to bring China from the east, and they're going to meet here in this area, and God is going to overwhelm them with his power and his might. And he says, you don't even have to be afraid, because this is all about me gaining glory for myself. Jesus would say in Luke chapter 21 about these end times, he would say, all of these things will take place. All of these things are going to happen. And it's going to be, Matthew says, like birth pains. They're just going to get closer together. They're going to become more intense. And then Jesus says, then I will return. But he says, don't fear. You just continue to keep your head looking up. You keep looking up, for your redemption draws near. So remember that. No matter what things may happen, no matter what happens in this world, wars, rumors of wars, the things that come upon us, Jesus says, you just remember, your redemption draws near. Jesus is going to return and take us to be with him. Amen.